Good afternoon. This is the news update on Dominion Television Ibadan. I am Olusegun Fawole. The Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare has submitted a memo on the extension of retirement age for medical and dental consultants in the country to the Office of the Head of Service. The proposal seeks to extend the retirement age of consultants from 60 years to 70 years. In February, President Bola Tinubu approved an upward review of the retirement age for doctors and other healthcare workers from 60 to 65 years. However, the Medical and Dental Consultants Association of Nigeria has continued to advocate for 70 years for consultants, citing the rising immigration of skilled health professionals and the shortage of trainers at both undergraduate and postgraduate levels of medical education. The federal government has unveiled a digital portal designed to provide a credible database of Nigerian teachers, streamline the licensing process, and promote professionalism in the teaching sector. The portal was launched in Abuja by the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria in partnership with the United Kingdom, funded Partnership for Learning for All in Nigeria programs. Professionals give real-time access to professional development opportunities and strengthen accountability in the education sector. The government of Japan has debunked claims that it is introducing a special visa program for Nigerians intending to move to Kisarazu, the Japanese city recently twinned with Nigeria under a new cultural exchange initiative. At the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development, TICAD-9, held in Yokohama, the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, unveiled the JICA Africa Hometown Initiative aimed at deepening cooperations between African nations and selected Japanese municipalities. Under the agreement, or arrangement rather, 4 Japanese cities were paired with 4 African countries: Kisarazu with Nigeria, Nagai with Tanzania, Sanjo with Ghana, and Imabari with Mozambique. Authorities clarified that the partnership is primarily for cultural, educational, and developmental exchange, not immigration privileges. The Oyo State government has signed a partnership with a Chinese construction company to strengthen its economy and agriculture sector. Governor Barrister Adebayo Lawal said that the deal will enhance food security, exports, and sustainable farming. Director General of the Oyo Agribusiness Development Agency, Dr. Debo Akonde, added that it will promote technology transfer and long-term infrastructure financing under the state's agribusiness roadmap. The Ibadan zone of the round of industrial action may be inevitable if the federal government fails to address the long-standing issues affecting public.
Areas contribute directly to the brain drain.
So it looks to us, it's just this keep them talking syndrome, like government has been doing. And we are saying this time around that we hope and we are urging them to make sure that the August 28th is the last meeting to actually solve all these problems. And we cannot really be going front and back. I mean, we have been on the same salary for 16 years. Since 2009, yes. This time, it's been the same salary. So we are just saying that our people are very restive now.
I felt very sad. And I think this government will have to come out to do something tangible. And the only thing we expect that we don't want awards, wage awards and all these other things. Now we want them to implement the agreement. They initially completed it in December, and it was submitted February this year to the government. Nibi Briggs perfected everything. What was needed was just to look at the current realities and maybe make adjustments here and there. Now there is no point to drag again. And we want to appeal to Nigerians to impress it upon the government to do the needful.
The union is demanding urgent action from the federal government to address these issues and restore the dignity of public universities. Failure to do so, the one may lead to another industrial action which could have far-reaching consequences for the nation's education sector. Aino Grace, Dominion.
As it faces a shortage of essential medicines and medical equipment. President Duma Boko announced in a televised address setting out a multi-million-dollar plan to rectify the supply chain involving military oversight. Boko stated that managing the shortages will be highly price-sensitive due to limited coffers. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office has confirmed that Israel's security cabinet is set to meet this evening in Jerusalem to deliberate on the Gaza crisis. While officials did not disclose the agenda, Israeli media reports suggest the discussions will center on renewed negotiations for a ceasefire and a deal to secure the release of hostages still held in Gaza. Earlier this month, the cabinet approved a plan authorizing the military to assume control of Gaza City. Last week, Netanyahu directed his team to pursue urgent talks on the release of captives, following Hamas's announcement that it had accepted a ceasefire framework proposed by international mediators. Australia has expelled Iran's ambassador after intelligence services concluded Tehran was behind anti-Semitic attacks in Melbourne and Sydney in 2024. Foreign Minister Penny Wong said the removal of Iran's ambassador Ahmed Sadeghi marked the first time since World War II that Australia